All right. Hey, good morning, folks. We're going to do some artwork. So give me a few moments here to get my business together here. We'll get started. This is when the timer would normally go saying starting soon, but I already started. So if you want to skip ahead a minute, you are welcome to do so. I already started. So if you want to skip ahead a minute, you are welcome to do so. I already started. So if you want to skip ahead a minute, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, mic check, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, mic check, mic check, 3. Yeah, okay, that sounds pretty good. Let's bring that down. And I'm going to grab my link here. And, okay, so to entertain anyone who showed up on time, which I guess is technically early. Hey, my name is Phil Kearney. I create role-playing games, I illustrate them, and I publish them online. And we're creating content for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. I'm a big enthusiast of the Eberron campaign setting. And so we're creating. I've never created an adventure for published an adventure for any game company. I've worked on various projects, system neutral stuff, as well as some D&D stuff that's on the DMsGuild. But never actually created my own adventure. And Eberron is my homebrew setting of choice. So that's where we decided to plant our flag with the Crystals of Mabar, which you can see here on screen. It's for characters levels 7 and 8. You're fighting necromancers in the Carnwood of Karnath on the continent of Corvair, and well, I've been a DM since 1987. I've been an Eberron enthusiast since 2004, a freelance illustrator since 1999, and I've been creating content on DMsGuild since 2018. So that's my quick and skinny. If you think today is cool and fun, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications when we're live in the future. Here's the entire playlist of all 424 episodes. We created this book cover back around episode 40, so you can jump into the Wayback Machine if you want and go check that out. Here's a bunch of other books that I've created on the DMsGuild so far. They all have free previews, as will this when it's completed, so you can check out my work at no risk. If you like it, consider picking it up to help encourage more shenanigans like that in the future. Here's my Discord community, etc. So without further ado, let's dive into it. We're making artifacts today. Yesterday we were working. We finished the rough sketch for the line art for the Scales of Donvi, which is the perfect orders. That makes sense. Now we're working on the Carillon of Dalcor, the region of dreams. So a carillon is like an organ, like a windpipe organ, except instead of the keys causing wind to blow through pipes, the keys cause bells to ring. So, the idea here is that an alarm wakes you from your dreams, so the Carillon of Dalcor is the artifact of power used to create the manifest zone. The Eye of Mabar, which is not listed on this page, is the artifact. The Eye of Mabar is the artifact that's at the center of this adventure. Connected to the Mabar, the Endless Night. The irony there is that if it's Endless Night, your eye can't see, so the Eye of Mabar reveals the Endless Night. So that's the puns that we're using here to come up with what artifacts are connected to the planes. It's either a pun or like on the nose, right? So like what are we looking at? The banner of Shavarath, the battleground. So obviously a banner, a Shavarath symbol on it, would be a representation of, battle. So like that's very literal. The seed of Lamania, the Twilight Forest. So I mean, a seed is kind of obvious for it. So it's like some of the stuff is obvious and some of it's ironic. But that's how we roll. So anyway. Yammer, don't mind me, right? Let's get rid of that. And I think my sound I think the sound on my microphone is better off now, because check. Yeah, I think we're doing okay here. How's my volume over here? Okay. I think we're in sync. Yeah, so mechanically complicated device, a lot more difficult than the scales sitting next to it. I think the sextant is going to compete. Jeez, sextants are complicated machines. Okay, so the Carillon and the Sexton are probably the two most complicated things we have on the page. It's nice that they're balanced with each other by being at opposite ends. Yeah. Yeah, this is all feeling good. All right, so less whinging, Kearney. We can use the rules of symmetry, and that I only have to make half of this thing, and then I can just mirror it. Let's do that. So I stream. How often do I stream now? I pretty much, well, I usually stream on Monday through Friday in the morning, and as well as Monday and Thursday nights, and then any other day of the week is a little in the air right now. I was running Saturday mornings. But I'm running a playtest mega dungeon, so I needed to reclaim my Saturday morning stream time for the playtesting. I gave it a shot at streaming even earlier than that, but I'm finding just the very nature of running a mega dungeon requires maintenance, and I didn't have any time budgeted for maintenance, so I am waking up Saturday mornings now, working on levels of the mega dungeon and the factions and creatures inside of it, and then I log on and run game, and we run the mega dungeon using 5e 2024 mechanics for. I'm gonna reduce the size of the pixel here. There we go, and that runs. Sorry, I got distracted. Hold on real quick. Yeah, that feels right. Copy, paste. We're making key. I know this is ridiculously small detail, but I'm making a keyboard. There we go. Like replicating patterns. That's what we're doing. That'll do. Merge down. So we're across the side here, clean up our edge. Good. 4 pixels. Right now we're just doing the line art for each of the artifacts, and then we're going to come back through and we're going to color each of them. To really do is just make it like halfway through. bunch of foot pedals. So this should be the center point here. So far, so good. Music sheets here. So this would be playing a Song of Madness. I bet a bard would love to get their hands on such a massive device. I mean, it's huge. It's like 10 feet tall. It's unwieldy. It's you put this in the position and you don't walk around with it. The Eye of Mabar, it's volleyball size. You can pick it up and run around with it. But some of these artifacts, not so much. All right, we're gonna let that sit like that. Cool. And then we're going to duplicate the layer. We're going to free transform. Flip it horizontal. Oof, God, I was just off my calculator. Not bad though. There we go. I'm just going to smooth this out across the halves. Not bad. Not bad. Decent little device. And now we want to add in the structure here. Here. I'm gonna put a lock on the base so I don't accidentally fuck it up. So yeah, Monday through Friday we're doing, again, all I have to do is symmetry. I don't need to do both halves. I just need to do one half. Makes my life a hell of a lot easier. One bell, two bell, three bell, and then on the other side there's a fourth bell in the back. 4, 12. All right. Maybe instead of triple stacking like that, I should focus specifically on making this work. I think I have a reference image for this. Hold on. I guess not. Let's go grab an illustration of Carillon then. Interesting images. So I can have a bunch of little bells. Not yet. So far we're looking good. Lots of bells. At least 23 cast bronze bells. The bells are hung in fixed suspension and tuned to chromatic order, so they can be sounded harmoniously together when they are struck with clappers connected to a keyboard with a wooden baton, played with the hands and pedals, played by the feet. Yeah, okay, this is gonna work. Okay, cool. So let's see. I feel I have a sense of purpose now. So we can scooch this over. Let's just get a simple bell shape. Thank you, Timely Timer. Speaking of alarms. Yeah, Monday through Friday in the morning we do artwork like this. On Monday and Thursday nights we do game design for the Bastion campaign system, using the new Bastion option in the DMG 2025. Which has been an absolute blast to work on. Let's see, how do I want to do this? We want to go to 2-point font. I feel what I want to do here is a collection of back-facing, like back-swung and forward-swung bells. The bells, yeah, no, scrap that. We're gonna do head-on at this level, and then we're going to gradually angle it up so we can see inside of the bell towards the top. Have just a very subtle, curvilinear sort of perspective. Drop that in here. And here. So we should be able to copy paste, free transform, flip horizontal. There, it's a bell. Do-do-do-do-do-do-dalek. Clean up these edges a little bit, and then we'll just be able to replicate this. There. Clapper. Let's go here, and now let's thin this trim a bit. I just want to thin that a little bit so it doesn't outweigh the bell. The bell is too delicate for such a heavy frame around it. So I needed to trim that a bit. Now what I can do here as well is potentially increase the size of the bell. There we go. Just a bit bigger. looks good. That is our edge for the center point. So let's see how well these bells sit. Yeah, it's off. So let's grab the whole structure. Hold on. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't think about that, but an obvious solution is to take the whole structure and duplicate the layers, and then free transform. Oh, look at that. Take the whole structure here. Merge down. Man, this is processing pretty well, I gotta say. Ref. Sometimes we stream on Tuesdays and sometimes we stream on Fridays. It depends on how busy my work day is. If I'm going to stream, it's going to be during my work lunch time. So anywhere from 7 to 9 times per week, typically, is when I stream. And the lunchtime streams is typically some sort of game design idea stuff as well, but I never really know what it is that I'm going to work on until I work on it. Now, this is a Tuesday, so I don't anticipate. Yeah, I won't be on stream at lunch today. So this is the one time we're on stream today. Right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. Far more mechanically complicated than what we got going on with the balance next to it, but the vibe is there, so I'm cool with it. Let's see. Maybe I do want to make this just bigger overall, though. No, let's stack in a few more bells and see how we sit. Create the group. Get this little thing going on over here. Yeah, okay, I'm good with that. Let's take the whole thing. Free transform. I feel like I can make this wider. So let's duplicate the group. Merge the group down. One, two, three, 4 rows. I feel like I want to make this. I want to make this 6 rows wide, not or 6 bells wide, not 5 bells wide, because this is very wide. The sizing's good. Actually, it's a bit bigger than the rest of these. Okay. That's all sitting pretty good. Scoot you over a tick. Alright, so the Krillin we need to resolve. That feels okay on that size there, but I do need, yeah, I need to broaden it out. Another bell. So let's see. That makes sense. There's supposed to be at least. Sorry, I'm thinking things through. All right, no more thinking. We're good to go. What we can do is first we separate. Here, and then we I should do this with a square. We're going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want two more petals. One. Like that. There. That should actually work out. Cool. Merge this down. transform, flip horizontal. How did that get wackadoodled? Good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30. Too many. That. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go. Perfect. So when we're done, we're going to have 24 bells. We have 24 keys. Don't know what purpose the foot pedals serve, but shut up. Okay, and now here we can do the same, and we do the same by just simply getting rid of that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. How are you doing on time? 7:20? Holy shit, we're doing great. Free transform. Flip horizontal now, baby. That's about where it's supposed to be at. Show me the irony. Show me the irony. Not bad. All right, let's take this here. We'll switch to a square. Squares are easier to erase with. There. Dungeon squares. I have these. I have just these simple square. Brushes for doing dungeon walls. Makes it very easy. Nice and clean. Well, thank you, Timely Timer, for helping keep time. There we go. bit. There. This one was a lot easier to do than I thought it would be. Doodle-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's merge these down. Actually, it's the seed in this kiln that are probably small. As opposed to this being too big. It seems to fit okay on its own. Now that we have the base structure of it, we've got some time left, and I was dedicating myself to doing one of these per day, so. So let's work on that actually sits pretty nicely. I like that. Nice. Scooch it into place. Balance. Ye old scrap folder. There we go. Top and bottom. Let's cool. Dalcor is cool as fuck, man. All right. So, let's add some crazy. I'm gonna duplicate the layer so we don't make any regrets that are permanent. Now we don't have to worry about symmetry so much. Not as important. So the idea here is that Cthulhu-esque tentacles are the ones that bang the bell. Which means we wouldn't need clappers inside of them, but I'm having the clappers there anyway for image recognition, but I think I want to use the tentacles to actually ring the alarm, as it were. So we can. and speed this up a little bit. Be a little less cautious. So I can always just erase and then drop them in over it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, maybe we don't want to have these here. Let's go with a thicker tentacle here, just to get an idea of what it actually looks like. So in that spirit, I should probably switch back, put locks on these, and we'll get fucked up on accident. Let's start over. Now we have a better idea of what it is exactly that we're trying to do here. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. that. I'm going to take this and reduce its signature. So I can focus on these tentacles. So I'm gonna actually leave these tentacles black as a silhouette to make sure that they look right, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to add highlights over them. Because doing two separate lines and then trying to fill them separately seems silly when I'm going to do paint over anyway. So I can just make sure that the silhouette looks good. And then sculpt around the skull, fill in the details of the silhouette. Which we will not do today. Once I get these tentacles complete, we'll call the line art to this complete, and then we'll move on to the next thing, which will be tomorrow. Each day we're doing line art for one or maybe more, depending on how simple they are. One or more shapes. Like the banner is going to be super easy to do. It's already pretty much done. Well, the sextant is going to require a lot of work. Good. One of the challenges is going to be making sure that I keep the thickness of the tentacles consistent with each other. So far, so good. Oh man, something in my hip is ready to release again. I felt this urge to end stream early today, and I was like, no, that just feels lazy. I need to get the work done. But now my hip is starting to flare up, and I'm like, you're going to release on me whether I'm on stream or not, aren't you? And it's shaking. I can feel it shaking. It wants to give up whatever it's been holding on to for decades. Let's take this and raise it up a little bit. God bless it. Yeah, I'm going to release. These are fun. These are so fun to do. They take some patience, and I have to be mindful of the thickness. But I really enjoy. I enjoy tentacles. I enjoy Cthulhu horror type stuff. I recognize that there was a calling I could have listened to and led me into doing fantasy horror illustration stuff. And I probably would have been really good at it, but. I like to acknowledge forks in the road that were taken when opportunities arose and I decided to go another way. Like it helps curb the regret, you know? Is like they say, when you're on your deathbed, the only thing that you regret are things that you didn't do. So if you can walk your way through, so you're acknowledging decisions that you're making, so that you don't have to regret the decisions that you actually do make, so you don't have to regret decisions not made. It's like, I'm willingly making this choice. I'm going in this direction for reason X. And you really need to be at peace with that. Otherwise, it's just going to crawl around in the back of your head forever. Like, what if? It's like, you know what? If it was that important, I would have done it. Sometimes the sense of regret is more important than the actual act of doing what you regret. Like, your soul needs to steep in regret a little bit more for you to be able to get whatever message it is from heaven. So we're going to load you up with this idea, and then you're not going to get it. Enjoy. Not the kind of heaven that most people would want to sign up for, I think. See, that one's pretty thick compared to the other ones, which means I'm doing it wrong. curves aren't easy to do. They take a little bit of patience. I'm putting too much tension into my shoulder doing this. I'm micromanaging it too hard. Whew, I can feel it. I can feel the poison in my shoulder raging at me. And I'm focusing too hard. My movement's too constrained. I'm putting tension into my shoulder because the way that I work is basically like this. Because I only have about a foot worth of room between my the distance between me and there is like the width of my thumb here to my finger. Like this is how much room I have between my chest and my monitor. So my keyboard and my art pad have to fit inside this very small space. The way that the screen is designed, that it has an overhang like this. So my keyboard sits underneath my keyboard is underneath the actual monitor. So that foot of space that I have is filled by my Wacom tablet. But it also means I'm operating inside of this very small space that's inside of like this all the time. And so it can fatigue my shoulder if I'm not careful. I don't do big, broad stroke movements like this that keep my arm active. As my shoulder stays pretty still during all this process, and it's my wrist and elbow that does almost all the work. Which is a flaw. If I wanted to be healthy with painting, I would have a larger board that I could get my shoulder involved in, but my vision prevents me from being able to work at that large, to be able to back off far enough to actually have my shoulder involved. So I'm trapped by my vision inside of this small working space. It's cramped. And so I have to be very, very aware of how much tension am I putting in my shoulder, which is generally caused by me micromanaging strokes because I'm doing something intricate like this. It's just fun. This is just a fun design. So this tentacle here is a lot longer than these. I feel like I want to trim this one back a little bit. And it's 7:54, so I've got less than a minute to go. When we come back, we'll finish this up. I like the direction this is going a lot. So yeah, we're gonna put the brakes on it for now. We'll finish up the line art for the tentacles tomorrow, and then yeah, this guy's turning out to be pretty fucking cool. Fun piece. All right, so we'll finish this, and then we'll probably start working. We'll probably work across the bottom here and just work our way up and end with the sextant and the lamp. I like that idea. So that's where we are for now. Thanks a lot for anyone that checks out this stuff. Like I said, I'm here 5 days per week, Monday through Fridays in the morning, doing artwork like this. I do game design for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition 24 on Mondays and Thursdays, and sometimes on Tuesdays and Friday lunchtimes I show up working on a project or an idea. We'll see. Anyway, that's where we're at for now, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. So thanks a lot. See you then. Cheers.